Well, hello and welcome to Geordieland 1892. It's been a while, or it feels like it's been a while, what with this Qatar World Cup going. But obviously wanted to talk a little bit about Newcastle United. I'm in the Wickham House today in Gateshead, and like I say, Newcastle United, the lads have flown down to Saudi Arabia, just next door, bordering Qatar, fully enough. They flew down there on Sunday evening, and they've flown to the Arabian capital of Riyadh. I've worked there before, been there before. It's quite a stunning, very different place to be. But yeah, warm weather, winter training camp for Newcastle United. Now, the last time we did this was January this year, believe it or not. And you know, Newcastle United benefited from it massively. We walked away. Before that training camp, we played Leeds at Ellen Road, and John Joe Salvi scoring a great goal, beating Leeds 1-0 away there on the road. And we went to that winter training camp, and they came back just completely different team. They got us out of the relegation zone, as we all remember. We survived, and they've started this year fantastically. Here we are, third in the league. Until the time that the World Cup had started. Now, we are going to be down there for a week, and we will play a friendly on Thursday against Al Hilal. But, you know, Newcastle United left on Sunday flying with airline Saudia, who, in all intents and purposes, are the major travel partners to do with this. Their job is to take Newcastle down there and bring them back. Now, there was quite a bit of speculation quite a while ago when Saudi cabin crew were seen in Newcastle outside St James's Park and on the gates at Millennium Bridge, full uniform, doing a photo shoot and a bit of video, and it was all promotion, and obviously they will be using that on their flagship. A lot of people thought that this was going to be the new sponsor for Newcastle United in the future. I can tell you, I don't think it's going to be. Saudi have obviously done this as a bit of promotion work. Who knows in the future, but Saudi, as it is the main airline, the country's airline in Saudi Arabia, it looks like we're going to be looking down different avenues, doesn't it? But like I say, Jeddah was in January last year, and you know, we played Al Ittihad and we beat them 2-1 down there. There are 4 clubs in Saudi Arabia as capital, Riyadh, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But you know, it will be a good test. The facilities are first class down there. I'm sure at this moment in time they're working very hard on Newcastle's training facilities while they're away. But Thursday will see us play Al Hilal at the, wait for it, Prince Faisal Fahad bin Abdulaziz Stadium in Riyadh. It's a bit of a mouthful, that. But it will be an 8 o'clock kickoff in their time and a 5 o'clock PM kickoff on Thursday for us. Now, like I say, Newcastle are playing Saudi Arabian opposition, Al Hilal. They are the most decorated team in Saudi Arabia and in Asia, winning 65 official trophies in their history. And you know, they have supplied 14 players to the Saudi Arabian squad in the Qatar World Cup. So 14 players out of the whole squad came from that club. So it could be a very good test for Newcastle United. I mean, we all seen the fantastic achievement. It was history made for Saudi Arabia against Argentina. Probably the greatest victory ever in history for them. Saudi Arabia shocked the world by beating Argentina 2-1. They were 1-0 down after a Lionel Messi penalty, and you know, they came back and they scored 2 goals within 8 minutes. They held on and they beat them. Fantastic achievement, and I loved every minute of it. Obviously, when the lads got down there was a team photograph. Here it is. And obviously, we are missing Nick Pope, we're missing Kieran Trippier, we're missing Callum Wilson, Fabian Schär, and Bruno Guimaraes. They're all involved in the World Cup, so they won't be present. But there was one giant figure missing on that photograph, and everybody was scratching their heads, and it was Dan Berg, and everybody was wondering where the hell he was. It turns out, don't worry, he just seemed to have an illness. He couldn't travel with the team, but apparently I have it on authority that he has travelled down there today, so he will be joining up with his teammates, and all is all right. Now, the stadium down there, the Al Hilal Stadium, does hold 68,752, but to be fair, the average attendance is normally about 18,500. I think the record crowd that they've ever hosted at that stadium is 22,916. Who knows? Maybe on Thursday night they might be able to break that record with Newcastle United playing there. Who knows? But down in Riyadh, you do have 4 clubs that play in the capital, and you know, that is Al Hilal, Al Shabab, and the team we played last time we were down there in Jeddah was Al Ittihad. Now, the other team, which is another talking point, is Al Nassr. Now, there was a little bit of talk, wasn't there, about Cristiano Ronaldo and Ali's antics with the Piers Morgan interview and how unhappy he was at Manchester United. And it looked like Newcastle United, well, the paper said that Cristiano Ronaldo could come to Newcastle. I didn't want him. I didn't want him anywhere near our club. I think he's a bit of a poisonous device, really. I don't want him anywhere near. And I just don't think Newcastle United, at this moment anyway, they couldn't afford him. And I think it would just cause a lot of problems within the club. Anyhow, his sigh of relief as Al Nassr seem to have struck a deal with him, and it looks like he'll be going there on a 2-year contract. Thank God for that. Now, obviously, to make up the numbers, we're missing quite a lot of players due to the World Cup, and Eddie Howe has decided to take some of the under-21s, which I think is fair play. I think that's a good thing to do, give them a bit of experience. I think it's brilliant. And you know, he's taken 5 players from the under-21s, Joe White included, Jay Turner-Cook, Lewis Miley, and Dylan Stevenson. You know, great for the lads. Obviously, Miggy, who was playing in a kind of friendly tournament for Paraguay, he was left out due to muscle strain, apparently. But he is down there training, he is down there with the team, and he seems to be absolutely fine. On Thursday night, the game is going to be streamed live by NUFC TV. It will be a 5 o'clock kickoff here in the UK, so you can watch it on NUFC TV free. There will be an 8 o'clock kickoff over in Saudi Arabia. Now, you know, Riyadh does have a population of 7.8 million, and I'm hoping for quite a big turnout there. Tickets only costing £5. All tickets £5. So I would imagine down there they would probably be up for it, and it should be a pretty good game. Now, obviously, Newcastle United have got other irons in the fire. We've got a friendly coming up with the Rio Vallecano of La Liga. That's a friendly on the 17th of December. And there's still tickets available for that. I think it's £20 adults and £10 concessions. But Newcastle are back in real action on the 21st of December, where we'll be playing in the Carabao Cup, and we'll be playing at St James's Park against AFC Bournemouth. Big game there, and all tickets are sold out for that, obviously. Competitive game. But I hope that, you know, Newcastle United come back from this training camp like they did the last time in last January, because they were unbelievable. The camaraderie, the connection that it brought, and the bonding, really. It is going to be a fantastic rest of the season. It all kicks off again on the 26th of December. We are third at this moment in the Premier League, and I cannot wait to watch Newcastle in the Premier League again. Obviously, we've got Sheffield Wednesday in January, 7th of January, I believe, in the FA Cup. So that'll be a good one down at Hillsborough. And it's all to look forward to. I'm going to leave it there from Geordieland 1892. It's just a little talk about Thursday's endeavour with Al Hilal. And all the best from Geordieland 1892 for now. This is Keeper, and I'm out.